Hi Sagittarius, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here today to do your January 2020 general reading. This is going to be for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if you are watching your Sun sign and this doesn't resonate, please make sure to check out your Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Also, they are general, so it may not apply to everyone, so please take what resonates, leave what does not. But if you are new to my channel, I welcome you. Thank you for being here, and we are very happy to have you here. If you enjoy these readings, make sure that you subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you are my Vibe Tribe, you know I love you something serious, and I appreciate all of you and the support that you give me to keep pushing through with my channel and supporting this process and building this community one beautiful soul at a time. So if you resonate with me, my energy, or these messages, please like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment, let me know how it resonates with you, and let's see what is going on. Also, if anyone needs a personal reading, you can email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. All of my information is down below in the description box. So let's get started, guys. What is going on for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of January 2020? We're going to start with the Messenger Oracle so that we can get a good foundation of what's going on and what you can expect for this month. The first card to come out is Seek Your Answers Within. Okay, so you know, a common theme that I'm seeing, and I just read the Power Path report, and it definitely confirms a lot of what I've been getting from the messages that are coming through for January. And a lot of it is about self-care, staying grounded, staying center, and having clear intentions. Well, where do those clear intentions come from? Where do we become center? Within. So it's time for you to realize that if there is anything that you feel unclear or unsure about, it's time to really take that time for yourself. We do have the bear on this card, and the bear to me represents that hibernation period of taking the time to reflect. And this allows us to really listen to the truth of our heart and what our heart wants to explore and encounter, embrace, and all these things that are wanting to be expressed and experienced in general. But I feel like if you are having any problems with, you know, insecurity or lack of clarity, your heart sees the truth, Sagittarius. So it's important that you listen to it, okay? So embrace the dark. You know, there's certain shadow aspects of ourselves, and, you know, in this card, yes, she is the dark mother, but she also has this light being there in the back, okay? And there could be some shifts around the full moon, but I want to read this. And normally I don't, but let's see what she has to say to you. So it says, you have been taught that either all is good or evil, negative or positive. Good gives rise to good, and bad gives rise to bad. It is wrong to have feelings of anger, dislike, or fear, as these emotions are born of our shadow self. This is not the truth. Everything happens for a reason. Love can give rise to destruction, and hate can inspire acts of genuine love. The lessons offered by our shadow often teach us the most. Know your shadow self, love it. Without the darkness, the stars cannot be seen. So again, you know, these parts of yourself that are unsure, or maybe you're feeling a little bit of resistance and anger and maybe disappointment if things aren't, you know, turning out as expected. It's when we have these triggered moments that we can use that to our benefit, either to take inspired action or to release something that is no longer serving us. to move forward with due diligence and accept both parts of our of the aspect of self, which with any duality, it's the yin to the yang. Without light, without darkness, there is not light, and vice versa. Both counteract each other and also work together in order to inspire us on this planet. So it's important that and a lot of people say, like with the law of attraction, which yes, whatever you put your focus on is going to manifest. But when we have these triggers or we have these moments of doubt, it's not necessarily a bad thing. And we're not trying to shut that off. We're just trying to use them in a way where they don't take our power away, right? So use them to give you your power back. Like, okay, for me, for instance, I've been stubborn as a fool my entire life, but I always used it to block love, block abundance, or, what have you. And I always had a hard time accepting things, like being in receiving mode. But I've always been a giver, right? And then it comes to a time where I'm like, what? But why am I not getting anything in return? My stubbornness was actually working against me. So what did I start doing? I used it to work for me. Instead of when my fears and my doubts start tuning in and like, oh, well, maybe you shouldn't accept that or whatever. Why? I start challenging it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, why don't I deserve this? I absolutely do. So it just matters, whatever is coming up for you this month, that you challenge your perception and see it from a different light, because this is giving you an opportunity to embrace the feminine side of yourself, the intuition, and that it comes from within. It's listening to our gut, it's listening to our heart, and allowing the messages to come through from our soul. Now, with the feminine card as well, she's holding the cosmic egg in her hand, which the cosmic egg is the birth of creation, and the feminine is the creator. So this is telling you that it's a really important time to really take care of yourself this month and start really thinking and inspiring yourself of what new avenues of abundance and things that you can create for yourself by staying diligent with your self-care and with, your practice, that is going to help you break outside of the shell in order for your light to be truly seen. So, but it also comes with nutrition and nurturing yourself and those around you and nurturing your process. Also being vigilant and protecting your process. So, with the Be Vigilant card, the tree of life is burning bright here, and this is where the inspiration comes from. It's being that channel between heaven and earth and allowing God's light to really inspire you to light this world up, right, with positive intention, with good grace, and your creative avenues. And it's like, no matter what comes in and tries to distract you from that, you got to protect that light, guys. So this is part of seeking your destiny. What is it that you want to create? Because there's a portal opening up for you that is full of magic, full of wonder, and again, protecting that bridge between heaven and earth is going to help you open this portal to within. Time to ground. That's come out in almost every single reading this month. And I feel that, especially with the two partridges up there, it's like they mirror each other, but they're also reflecting, right? So it's like, see the point of what is being mirrored in your life. Take that time for reflection. Center yourself, ground yourself, and understand what is coming up for you and use it to your own benefit, okay? Yeah, definitely time to honor the transformation. You are going through like a phoenix period this month, and this is going to help transform your practice, your beliefs, and everything in between. So how is this affecting Sagittarius's relationships? And relationships come in many different forms, guys. I say it all the time. So whether this be relationship with self, with God, with your friends, your family, romantic partners, doesn't matter. Okay, we're gonna figure it out together. So how is this all affecting Sagittarius's relationships and love? Okay, engagement. So some of you could be, taking your relationships to a higher level of commitment. It could also be committing more to self and your practice, but it can also talk about, having people in your life that are committed to supporting and encouraging and pushing you to be the best version of yourself. So, whether that be romantic or not, I feel like this is a very important message for a lot of you. And it's about admiring the relationships that truly support and benefit both of you, right? It's that reciprocity. So finances and career, a lot of you who feel like you've kind of hit a wall, or there's been this stagnation within your finances or your career movement. This is a really good time to seek the answers within. Meditate, journal, take some time for yourself to process what can you change within your dynamics that are going to help you feel inspired every day to get up and go to work. What is going to help you love what you do and truly believe in what you're putting out into this world. And then you will see the financial abundance flow in when you're putting that diligent effort into what you love. Past life relationship. So there's definitely either someone coming back from the past or someone that you have in your life that you feel like you have known before, that you have actually been in past lives before. So you know each other. Your souls know each other. And this could be, friends, family, romantic partners, but especially with the release your ex, there's certain things from your past experiences that are kind of still holding up the process of like just love and abundance fully taking place in your life. So if there's, and this could also be things within your family, or people that you have had like really deep connections with that just kind of fell short or didn't really know how to show up for you. Maybe they were toxic or narcissist or whatever the case may be. But, there's still these past experiences that are kind of tied to the higher level of commitment, and then commitment within your career field as well as your finances. Yeah, there's definitely someone coming back, and whether this is a past life or someone that you haven't seen in a while and they're coming back around, I feel like this is a good time to really get to know each other, and I'm also picking up, and this isn't going to be for everyone, if there was an ex in your past that you didn't necessarily have like a huge falling out with, like maybe it just wasn't time, or you kind of grew apart, or whatever the case may be, but it wasn't like a toxic relationship, right? For some of you, I feel like this person might be coming back in January or soon, And they're coming back as a different person, right? They've learned, they've grown, and there's a new sense of passion with this person as well. It could also be someone that maybe, you know, it wasn't really something serious, but when you separated, there was like this feeling of distance, right? Like something was missing. And you probably did eventually get over it and maybe kind of forgot about it, but now they're coming back, and Spirit wants you to take the chance to like really get to know this person again, because they're not the same as they were before. And it's like having these deep conversations to really understand and explore each other on a different level. There's a lot of passion with this person as well. But I feel like if there is someone that's coming in from a past life, maybe someone that you haven't met yet or didn't really get the chance to truly get to know, this person is coming back with different intentions and being a little clearer about what they want from you. And a lot of you have been kind of like, you know, wanting a deeper connection in your life, and this is something that you have been manifesting, and it's coming. Now, for those of you who are in committed relationships, I kind of feel like, you know, there's certain aspects of your relationship that kind of suffered. And it might not be suffering now, but what I'm saying is that there might be certain aspects of your relationship that have suffered in the past due to past traumatic experiences within relationships in general. And now they're asking you, in order to reconcile your differences, take the time to really get to know each other and reignite that passion, because it's affecting you on different levels of your life and how you're experiencing, you know, what's going on in your environment. So let's see what is going on. We're going to pull some tarot and see what is going on for you, okay? What is going on for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of January 2020? The High Priestess. So, you know, she's such a powerful person, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a female, okay, but this is someone who trusts her intuition, and again, seeking the answers from within, right? Understanding that not everything is just bold and in your face and super clear, but someone who has enough power to trust the instincts and trust their instincts and know that their faith can unlock the doors to what is unseen. And especially when it comes to releasing fears. Like, I feel that in the past there could have been some really bad restless nights, very overactive mind, fighting demons, and, you know, really battling with self. And now that's finally coming to an end, because you're coming to this place of trusting yourself more. But it's also about the duality, just like embrace the dark, right? Not everything is just good and bad. And, you know, what did you learn from some of these experiences that made you stronger, that made you inspired? Yeah, and see, like, I feel like a lot of the fears, especially around relationships and romantic relationships, or just abandonment issues, like with the Knight of Wands, this is someone that comes in and out very quickly, do as they please, and not really caring too much about, you know, other people's feelings or well-being. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of that player mentality, especially with the Five of Swords being here. This is someone that acted very selfish in a sense, and I I feel like this was something that kind of haunted Sagittarius for a while, and you've been kind of holding on to that energy of thinking or feeling that this is what I attract, this is what's out there, this is what the dating scene is like, and like you feel like your options are kind of limited, right? But with that being said, this person who is acting like that, you know, with the Five of Swords, look how many swords he's carrying. 3. This person carries a lot of pain themselves. And that's why they're acting out in this way, because there's a real non-committal energy. And it's because of their own pain, their own trauma, and their own past that keeps them from doing that. So now whether that is you, that's like kind of fight or flight, and just trying to look out and preserve self. Not saying that it is, but put the energy where it plays. But I feel like it's more of a protection mechanism, right? And now it's coming to this point of when anything is offered, right, with the Page of Pentacles, which seems like a solid, stable offer, might be something new and maybe like a little glimmer of hope, but you know, it could be also, some people say it's like breadcrumbs, you know, and there's defense with the Five of Wands. So, you know, I feel like, especially with certain things in the past, if there is not someone that is showing up with a grand gesture or showing up with solid, stable commitment towards Sagittarius, you're going to be guarded towards them. And this is a part of protection. This is a part of yourself. Like, you know, listen, don't accept anything less than you deserve just because you're lonely or, you know, feeling like you need someone in your life. It's time to trust yourself, trust your instincts. And I feel like Sagittarius is starting to learn, especially those who are like empaths, they're starting to sense people's true intentions. But if you question that, then you can get caught up in a situation that's not really going to be healthy for you. And then you end up kicking yourself later. So now it's time to start trusting the feelings that you get from people and where and how they show up for you. So, yeah. With the Ace of Swords being on the bottom, it's definitely very clear for you now. So, okay, so now that Sagittarius knows to trust their instincts and can trust the intentions of other people, yeah, because listen, they're about to take us on a whole journey here. All of this happened in your past with these kind of behaviors because it was fate, it was destiny, in order for you to feel that pain so that you can heal the karmic debt that has been following you for lifetimes, okay? And it's this life that is going to help you heal those karmic contracts and say done for good. Right? It's taking the swords out, looking at it very clearly, and bandaging your heart so that you can finally heal. Okay? So now that Sagittarius is starting to heal, what is coming forward? Yeah, so whatever you were holding on to from the past that you knew was done, you knew it was time, but you questioned yourself and you held on till there wasn't anything left to give, right? It finally gave you the opportunity to lay down your burdens and start something fresh. And this is giving you the momentum and the push that you need to move forward with that duality, that not everything that happens considered bad is necessarily bad for you, because it teaches you, it heals you, it helps you process, it helps you trust. right? It leads you back home to self, and this is teaching you to let your heart lead the way, but it's not until you can heal your heart that you can start to trust your heart again. So, as I'm saying that, Four of Swords is on the bottom, which talks about, you know, taking that time for yourself and allowing yourself to process, to grieve, to rest, and like build your energy back up and have a clearer intention of being able to trust yourself and trust the people that are approaching you and what their intentions are for you. Okay? So, are there any last minute advice for Sagittarius before we go? Again, trust your truth. Okay? Don't let anyone take your power or try to convince you of, you know, like there's not illusions going on, right? So you need to be clear. You need to be direct and stay firm with your boundaries and show people how to treat you, Sagittarius, because whether this is romantic or this is, you know, a theme that reoccurs in your life, now is the time to break that cycle and move on so that you can let the energies that are waiting for you and coming in for you this month to come in, because we have someone here that has a lot of passion for you and wants to reconcile and take it to the next level with you. So don't block yourself, because this is what you've been waiting for. Okay? So with that being said, I hope these messages resonate with you, and let me know. Let me know how it resonates, okay? So with that being said, make sure to like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment, and if anyone needs a personal reading, you can email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. I wish you the best of luck, and Happy New Year, guys. Bye.